Good morning. Welcome to this edition of the Lynne Hayes-Freeland Show. You know, February, I think I have mixed feelings about February because certainly we have a lot to celebrate when we talk about Black History Month. But I also feel like we can't fit everything into 1 month. But that's why I'm glad we have the Lynne Hayes-Freeland Show, because we can talk about Black history, Black events all year long. But today on the Lynne Hayes-Freeland Show, we're going to talk about a very special film festival. This is the second year for the Black Bottom Film Festival. We'll tell you what you can expect. And then we're going to start with Ralph P. Watson from Classic Events. Ralph always celebrates Black History Month in February. Welcome back.
Thank you very much for having me.
You celebrate all year long.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I celebrate entrepreneurs all year long.
Right, okay. Thank you for clarifying that. Thank you for clarifying that. So, you're having a big event this month, the end of this month.
Yes.
And you really have an interesting group of people that you're going to be celebrating. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about that a little bit.
Well, first of all, the event is the Classic Events 7th Annual Black History Heritage Dinner.
Wow, okay.
And 7 years has gone by so quickly.
I was going to say, yes, 7 years. I mean, that in itself is a feat, because we all know that people come on this show and they say it's going to be an annual event, and then we never hear from them again. So you've done well, Ralph.
Thank you.
Keeping this going, yeah.
You know, what drives Classic Events is the entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. Every event that I host, there is a signature vendor showcase, and it gives entrepreneurs an opportunity to showcase the organization, business, product, or service.
Now, here's what I want to do. We're going to talk about the event, but I want to talk about, this is a picture that I actually grabbed from your Facebook page.
Yes.
And to me, the picture is celebrating Black history. In fact, just a few weeks ago on the show, we did a whole segment on African-American collectibles, and that's what that picture says to me.
Yes.
That's our history.
Yes, well, good friend of mine took the photograph, Debbie Norrell took the photograph for me, and that's me holding the tray. And I feel that the theme for my event this year is Recipe for Family Business. And the mammy, I've collected mammies over the years. When I lived in Atlanta, I collected mammies. And I thought, you know, why not? Because the mammy not only cooked, cleaned, and kept, that mammy that you're looking at, that image, kept families together, as well as created entrepreneurs. So we've got to celebrate our heritage.
Right.
Every year with my Black History event gives me an opportunity to not only celebrate our heritage, but to also tell a story.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about who's going to be celebrated this year.
Okay, I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. Lethal Poole will be there to represent her father, Herbert Bean from Herbert Bean's Golf Station.
Bean's Gas Station.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Lisa and Mary Coffey, All-Purpose Cleaning. Dwight and Chandra Law of the House of Law Funeral Home. Troy Miles of the Miles Group. And each one of these individuals are doing phenomenal things, creating opportunities for people, both black and white. No event that I host is an all-black event. But also, this year I stepped out on a limb and recognizing an educator. This educator is doing great things in the city and is a positive role model, Dr. Tyra Good, and she's with Chatham University.
Chatham University, right.
Like to also let you know that my 2018 Business Vanguard Award will be going to Luther and Roxanne Sewell of Talk Magazine.
Talk Magazine, yeah. Talk Magazine has really been a centerpiece of this community for, how long have they been around? Do you know?
You know,
long as I can remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Luther's been doing this a long time.
Absolutely.
And I think it's, you know, a few years ago when they celebrated 50 years, I celebrated them at one of my Black History events.
Okay.
And so this year, I just thought that they're at the pinnacle of success, and with Talk Magazine, I thought it would be fitting to give them the 2018 Business Vanguard.
Well, and in many ways, you already answered the question when you said several years ago when they celebrated 50 years.
Yes.
So we know they've been here 50 plus. So we really are. We're talking about, I mean, people like Mary Coffey. Mary has been on the show. Mary Coffey may have been one of the earliest interviews that I ever did when I got into the news business. So Mary Coffey has a very special place in my heart. I've been to her facility. I mean, I grew up on the Hill District, so of course, Bean's gas station is legendary. House of Law. I mean, you've really picked entrepreneurs, businesses that have made a difference in our community.
Yes, absolutely. And again, this is our opportunity to tell a story. These are businesses that were, first of all, they've created generational wealth in our community, but also they've enabled folks from our community that look like you and me. They've created opportunities for them to take care of their families and become an extended family member in the process. So that's a powerful piece.
Absolutely. Okay, so now this all happens on the 24th of February.
Yes, it does.
Let's talk about the when, where, and how do we get tickets?
Okay, you can get tickets from me. You can give me a call at 412-723-2414, or you can email me, ralph.p.watson@aol.com. I'm very happy to announce that my Master of Ceremonies will be State Rep Ed Gainey. Ed Gainey
Ed's
is
never met a
everywhere
microphone that he doesn't like.
Absolutely, absolutely. But we've been friends forever, and every time I call Ed, he's there. You know, I did an event in December, and he stepped out of that suit and tie, stepped out of those jeans and vests, and was Santa Claus. And the kids
I heard about that. I did hear about that.
The kids loved it.
That's awesome.
And that's what we need, somebody that can kind of get to where we're at.
Absolutely. Okay, it's going to be at Hosanna House.
Yes, it is.
And it starts at what time?
Doors open at 5 o'clock with my signature vendor showcase. And I ask everybody to come out and support the vendors.
Okay. And now, can vendors still sign up?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Same information, the same phone number. Give us the phone number again.
412-723-2414.
Okay. And dinner?
Yes, it is. Tanya Hankins is the caterer again this year.
Okay.
And she does a phenomenal job. I worked with Tanya a couple of years ago, and she's agreed to do it
right
again
on
this
point.
year. Oh, my
and
goodness.
how much are the tickets?
$30.
$30. So you really can't beat that. I mean, you got vendors, you got food, you got Pittsburgh history all in one place for $30. You can't beat that.
Well, it's a heritage dinner, so when you come, you will walk away with a bit of culture and heritage.
Perfect. Thanks so much for joining us. And go ahead.
Oh, what I'd like to do, I'd like to give a shout out to SSB Bank.
Okay.
They're located on the north side. Cut and Play. They're located in Braddock.
Okay.
And Three Rivers Adoption Council. They're located right downtown here. They're huge supporters of this event and classic events and what we're doing with entrepreneurs and the growth and development.
Okay, now help me out. What's Cut and Play?
Oh, it's a barbershop.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a barbershop.
All right, cool. I mean, if we're going to talk about them, we need to know what we're talking about. And then, of course, I mean, we have a long history on this show with Three Rivers Adoption Council. In fact, a little bit later in the program, we're going to be introducing you to another waiting child. So we go back years.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, this is the event coming up in February. We're just going to tease folks because you got another event coming up in April.
Yes, I do. It is my 6th annual Ladies Who Network.
Okay.
And just as a teaser, I'm sitting here with the Mistress of Ceremonies.
I was going to say, you have a dynamic MC for that as well.
Yes, she is. You are the queen.
I'm guessing you'll be back to talk about that one.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
When the queen calls, I answer.
We're going to, on that note, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about this year's Black Bottom Film Festival and so much more when the Lynne Hayes-Freeland Show continues. Don't go away.